Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome. Listen, thank you for coming in. This is Kenya Cagle, and I am totally excited about what I'm about to teach you today. Today, we're still going to talk about how to make money in the film industry. The thing is, you don't have to be a struggling filmmaker, and there's too many filmmakers that I know who are struggling. They don't have money, they can't go anywhere, they can't do anything, they can't even afford to go into a festival. And the thing is, there are just too many ways. Once you're a filmmaker, there's too many ways to make money as a filmmaker. There's too many ways to have an income. But one of the things we do as filmmakers and thespians is that we think in terms of artists, and we don't think of ourselves as business people. You have to think of yourself as a business person. There are just too many ways to make money. Now, I talked to you last week about how to make $100,000 in one night. And this is not theory that I taught you. This is something that I did. It's something that I do. There's nothing I'm going to talk to you about that I haven't done myself. There are problems that are unique to a person being Black and being from New York and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be able to tell you about how to overcome those challenges and overcome those problems. Now, one of the things and one of the ways you're going to make money as a filmmaker is that you can always make money by doing weddings. Wedding videos, wedding films are really easy to do. It doesn't cost a whole lot. And with today's equipment, you can do a great looking wedding video with just an iPhone and the proper lighting. Now, this is the thing. The way you get weddings is you advertise in, say, places like Cranes, Craigslist, local newspapers. You put up flyers, right? You put flyers in the neighborhoods, at the grocery stores, at the supermarkets, places where people congregate, the libraries. You just put up your flyers, and at the bottom of the flyers, have your telephone number out like 5 or 6 times and have it where they can just pull it off. That's one way. At a wedding, you can charge anywhere from, I would say about $5,000 to do a wedding. You, your friends, whoever you have to shoot with you, you can get away with $5,000. You can get away with $2,500 if the 5,000 mark is too high. But for weddings, remember, you can charge $2,500 to $5,000 to $10,000 per wedding. And if you do 5 to 6 weddings a year, you won't have to work, because on $50,000 or $60,000 coming in, that's directly yours, and you're going to do write-offs, so you're going to get to keep most of it. You're not going to pay a whole lot of taxes because you have all the business-related expenses, right? So when you click down below, you're going to see some equipment and things that you can do, that you can use to shoot a wedding. Now, the other way is graduations. People forget about graduations, but graduations is a really great source of income. People want to remember those moments. So same way, Craigslist, graduations. Then you have birthday parties. You can shoot birthday parties and special events, right? And you can charge anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. And if you talk about special events, $10,000 to $15,000. It all depends, right? You have to know your customer, you have to know your client, you have to know what resources they are and what they're budgeted for that particular event, that particular project. Now, the other thing you can do is you can shoot shorts for people. There are a lot of writers and people that want to get into the business, but they don't have the knowledge and they don't know what to do next after they write their script, their short, their screenplay, their play, whatever it is. They don't know what to do next, but you know what to do next. So you let them know that you can shoot a short for them, and you can shoot a 10-minute short or 15-minute short, and you could charge anywhere from $10 to $20 to $30 to $40,000 depending on the client, right? And you charge it, you give them a bunch of money by editing. Some people want to shoot their own graduation things, or they want to shoot their own weddings, which is fine. But when they see the mess that it is and how long it is, they're going to need somebody to chop it down, cut it up. And you can make $1,000 to $3,000 by offering your expertise and your guidance in terms of editing. If you know how to use Final Cut Pro or one of the other editing systems, that's good, because nobody really wants to do it. They don't really have the patience because that's not what they do. Now, the other thing is you can do corporate films. A lot of corporations want films done. You can do small companies. You can do little commercials for the grocery stores and the neighborhood factories and things that are in your way. Now, also churches. Churches have, your church, a synagogue. A lot of them need their event filmed. Some of them need 3 camera setups, some of them 1 camera setup, some of them just want their pastors interviewed. You can just go call them and say, hey, listen, my name is so-and-so. I'm the filmmaker in the area. And you go down to the church, you talk to the pastor, you talk to their board, and you let them know what you can do, because you can always shoot it and you can always show them how they can take what it is they do and their legacy will move on. Churches is a really good source of income. A lot of churches, they want to do what Tyler Perry is doing. They want to do what T.D. Jakes is doing. And they don't know how to do it, but you have the expertise and you can approach them. And you can charge the churches for anywhere from $40,000 to $100,000. And remember, the things I'm telling you to do is not theory. This is not theory. This is fact. This is how filmmakers make a living doing film. You come up with a good product and you shoot the products for them because you're a filmmaker. But you got to think you're a business person, not an artist. You're a business person, not an artist. You can't think like an artist because this thing is not about art. Art doesn't feed anyone. It's not showbiz. It's not called showbiz for nothing, right? It's not called show art. They could have named it show art, but they don't call it show art because it's not art. It's business. Now, you have all these ways. What do? You make sure that you have the equipment that's right. I shoot now with iPhones, right? But you can't go to certain people's weddings or graduations with iPhones because they don't understand. They want to see a Canon or a Sony. So you get a nice Canon or Sony, one that can do 4K. When you look down at the link, you're going to see some Canons and you're going to see some Sonys. And you just choose one and you go ahead and buy them. Or you can go ahead and get an iPhone, for which is going to be half the price and going to have the quality just as good. But you may have to explain to the client why you're shooting with an iPhone because they don't understand. You have a lot of directors of photography in the business right now that if you told them that you're shooting with an iPhone, they're going to have a problem with that. They're going to have a problem because for them, the art is not an iPhone, but all throughout the business, all throughout the industry, we've always resisted change. When films were black and white and they went to color, there was a big resistance. When they were silent and they went to sound, there was a big resistance. When it went from color to Technicolor, big resistance. And then when it went to special effects, and when it goes on and on, you have a lot of resistance. But you, as a young filmmaker, a new filmmaker, a beginning filmmaker, a thespian, you want to eat. And so the way you're going to eat is you're going to take any job that has to do with film. And now you go out and you're going to make your own jobs. Like I said, you take weddings, you take graduations, you take birthday parties, special events, shorts, you edit. All of these things that you do, all of these skills, you're going to make money on each and every skill. And then as you get good at it, then you go and you can do YouTube, you can do training courses, you can teach at some of the colleges, the schools, the universities, the churches. They're always looking for people in the media because media is the way to get the word out. And that's what a church want to do. A church always want to get the word out, and you can help them get the word out. Now, those are the ways. There's no reason for you to starve. You just heard this You're here for 10 minutes. There's no reason for you to starve. There's no reason to allow your people to starve. Listen, equipment and all the stuff you need is it's no longer a whole lot of money. You can rent equipment, you can borrow equipment, or you can use other people's equipment. I'm a filmmaker. I'm an award-winning filmmaker. I do 3 to 4 feature films every year. I do a ton of shorts every year. My films travel all around the world. I intern to festivals. I win. I get contracts and distribution deals. Currently, I have a series out called Dead to Right. You should look at it at the Roku channels, Dead to Right. But I truly appreciate you listening. Go out, make some money. And when you make the money, let me know how you did. And if you have any questions, please make the question and enter it below and I'll answer it. It's been really a great time. I'm truly, truly excited. I'm going to be back here again on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to be reviewing. I'm going to review one of your favorite cable shows, so just be looking out for it. I'm going to be talking about a show that's on Netflix right now called Unacknowledged. Is a show about aliens and about secrets that the government is hiding and having. So just look for me on Wednesday on that. But as always, I truly appreciate you. Thanks a lot. And I'm going to see you at the top. Happy filmmaking.